This is the very prayer by Joseph Murphy, after which true miracles began to happen in the lives of millions. Millions of people have fulfilled their deepest desires thanks to this remarkable practice. Each of us wonders what tomorrow will bring, what life will be like in a month, a year, or even 10 years. These questions are usually connected to our desires. For example, someone dreams of a bright, spacious apartment, of owning a profitable business, or of paying off their mortgage as soon as possible. But often, an obstacle arises. It all just seems completely unrealistic. If a person lives without desires, they are merely existing, repeating the same routine day after day. But if we haven't forgotten how to dream, if every time one wish comes true, we make another, then life becomes exciting, rich, and full of happiness and wonder. That's why, in order to truly enjoy life and find pleasure in each day we live, we need to learn how to wish properly. And that is exactly what Murphy's method teaches us. Let's take a closer look at how we usually dream. When a person becomes an adult, they may dream of a large, beautiful house surrounded by a fragrant garden by the sea. In their imagination, they paint this stunning picture, but in real life, doubts begin to creep in. Can I really achieve this beautiful vision I've created in my mind? Where would I get the money? What if I move into my dream house and then lose my job? How could such an unrealistic dream ever come true? I don't have the resources to make it happen. All these doubts completely block the path to fulfilling the desire. The more we worry and question how exactly it will come true, the harder it is for higher forces to act and help bring it to life. The more obstacles we invent, the harder it becomes for the mind to focus on the desire itself because our rational brain keeps pulling us back to questions that demand practical solutions.
In truth, desires are not fulfilled through sheer willpower or by spending human resources, money, physical effort, or time. They can only come true with the support of higher powers, which guide a person through subtle signs and hints along the path that leads to limitless resources. And the universe holds an infinite abundance of them. You simply need to know where to find them. It is not the mind that reveals where the tools for fulfilling a desire are hidden, but the higher forces acting through our feelings, our hearts, and our faith. Joseph Murphy's prayer is precisely that tool which allows an infinite number of human desires, those that come from the heart and are filled with belief, to become reality. And faith in their fulfillment is the ultimate key to the joys of life, abundance, and pleasures we long for. The gifts of God are my gifts. The ways of God are my ways. The power of the Word, as Murphy spoke of, is truly astonishing. It is available to every person. To use it for your own happiness, all you need to do is listen to your heart and speak the right words, words filled with soulful delight and unwavering faith in the realization of your desire. One of the most powerful tools we have for achieving our desires is prayer. The world is full of them, each carrying not only a person's specific requests to the higher forces, but also love for God, love for oneself, and the kind of faith that allows life to be transformed in miraculous ways, and a hope for a joyful, beautiful, and fulfilling future. Joseph Murphy's prayer holds a special miraculous power that can fulfill any pure and kind-hearted wish. It does not work if the desire is negative or intended to harm others. Its strength lies in inner peace, respect for higher powers, and belief in miracles. This prayer works only for those who harbor kind feelings and maintain a positive mindset. It is incredibly effective and can transform your life in ways you never imagined. Murphy reminds us that everything we currently have in life, whether good or bad, has appeared as a result of our previous desires. You might say, "But I never wished to be sick," or "I didn't want trouble at work. On the contrary, I wished for a promotion and a raise." But now ask yourself, did you formulate your desire correctly? Did you use the words the universe could actually hear?
Proper phrasing is critical. The word not must be strictly avoided, and it is unacceptable to make wishes that aim to harm others. The wisdom of higher powers lies not in reinterpreting what we meant. They act precisely according to how we phrase our request. For example, if a person wishing for a promotion asks the universe, "I'm ready to overcome any obstacles just to get the position I want," then so it shall be. The higher powers will fulfill the wish. But first, they'll place significant challenges in your way to test your readiness. So what makes Joseph Murphy's prayer so effective? It is universal and simple. It contains the right words and phrases that allow us to feel happiness, to be filled with joy, and to witness miracles all around us. Importantly, you don't have to belong to any specific religion because the words in this prayer do not align with any strict dogma. This prayer is for everyone. When listening to or reciting Joseph Murphy's prayer, it is essential to let every word pass through your heart, your soul, so that each phrase resonates deep within. This increases your confidence in the fulfillment of your desire. You can listen to the prayer or read it aloud yourself. What matters most is that these miraculous phrases are spoken and that the higher powers hear them.
The gifts of God are my gifts. I use every moment of this day to praise the Lord. Divine harmony, love, and abundance are with me. Divine love flows through me, blessing everyone who enters my presence. Divine love is healing me now. I will fear no evil, for God is with me. I am always surrounded by the sacred aura of divine love and power. I affirm, feel, know, and firmly believe that the charm of divine love and vigilance guides, heals, and cares for every member of my family and all those I love. I forgive everyone and sincerely radiate goodwill to all people, wherever they may be. At the center of my being, there is peace. This is the peace of God. In this stillness, I feel His power, His guidance, and the love of His holy presence. I am divinely guided in all my ways. I am a pure channel for divine love, truth, and beauty. I feel His river of peace flowing through me. I know that all my problems dissolve in the mind of God. The ways of God are my ways. The words I speak go exactly where I send them. I rejoice and give thanks, knowing my prayer will be answered. And so it is. Joseph Murphy's prayer should be read and listened to twice a day, every day, for an entire week. Skipping even one session is not allowed, as doing so would nullify all efforts. If everything is done correctly, by the end of the week, you will begin to feel your desire taking shape, bringing miraculous changes into your life. Changes so real and powerful, they cannot go unnoticed. Once the universe hears the magical words of this prayer, it will grant you abundant resources and reveal simple and joyful paths toward the fulfillment of your cherished desire. And then, it will come true.
Joseph Murphy, 1898 to 1981, was one of the pioneers of the New Thought movement and the author of the famous book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. His approach was based on the understanding that the subconscious mind does not distinguish between reality and imagination. Therefore, properly formulated affirmations can program the subconscious to achieve desired outcomes. Murphy's method is built upon several key principles. Visualization, clearly imagining the desired result as if it already exists. Emotional involvement, feeling joy and gratitude as though the desire has already been fulfilled. Consistency of practice, regularly repeating affirmations to reinforce the desired state. Positive wording,
avoiding negative phrases or the use of negations like not or don't. Faith and trust, complete surrender to the process without trying to control how it will happen. The most important elements of this practice are sincerity, faith, and persistence. The fulfillment of one's deepest desires is truly possible for anyone who is ready to open their heart to the wonders of life.